How often have we wondered with David in Psalm 11 this question, if the foundations are destroyed, what can the righteous do? The question sounds desperate, as if the implied answer is nothing can be done, all hope is lost. And that's what our situation feels like sometimes. We can believe that the only thing that we can do is flee like a bird to the mountains, as David was advised to do. We fear that we can't defeat our troubles, only hide from them. David puts poetic words to the troubles the godly sometimes face. Verse 2, the wicked bend the bow. They have fitted their arrow to the string to shoot in the dark at the upright in heart. Fierce enemies confront us when we cannot see our way. What can we do? The temptation is to flee. But for children of God, there's only one right answer to the question, what can the righteous do? We can take refuge in the Lord, as David did. The question then becomes not so much what can the righteous do, but what can God do? Psalm 11 reveals a God unshaken by the real troubles in our world. He is in his holy temple. He is enthroned in heaven. He is committed to goodness. He is completely sovereign, and he tests human hearts. The righteous Lord loves those who love goodness and practice righteous deeds, and he's more than able to address our enemies. Listen to verse 6. His soul hates the wicked and the one who loves violence. Let him rain coals on the wicked, fire and sulfur, and a scorching wind shall be the portion of their cup. That image is drawn from the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. It assures God's children that no matter how self-confident the wicked may be, the righteous judge sees everything and will sweep away evil with ease. In fact, it is the ungodly, as Jesus says in Matthew 7, those who fail to build their lives on the will of God, who lack foundations. When we fear that the foundations are destroyed, we prove that we are thinking too much about human institutions, because God's city has unshakable foundations, as Hebrews 11:10 says. And we can be confident that by faith in Christ, we will see God's city, as John saw it, coming down out of heaven from God, having the glory of God, Revelation 21. Even more, David says in Psalm 11, verse 7, the upright shall behold his face. Interpret trouble and weigh demoralizing advice theologically. Don't flee. Trust the righteous judge to make everything right. Psalm 11, to the choir master of David, in the Lord I take refuge. How can you say to my soul, flee like a bird to your mountain? For behold, the wicked bend the bow. They have fitted their arrow to the string to shoot in the dark at the upright in heart. If the foundations are destroyed, what can the righteous do? The Lord is in his holy temple. The Lord's throne is in heaven. His eyes see, his eyelids test the children of man. The Lord tests the righteous, but his soul hates the wicked and the one who loves violence. Let him rain coals on the wicked, fire and sulfur, and a scorching wind shall be the portion of their cup. For the Lord is righteous. He loves righteous deeds. The upright shall behold his face.